Hello, Z! Here's Rosie! How y'all doing today? I am... Okay, I think that's better. I'm really sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Jeez. I'm not used to, like, capturing the PS2 directly yet, so everything's wrong right now. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Still turn it down? Okay. Anyway, I'm very tired. I hope you're all well, though. Controller? There we go. We'll load data. Have data. We'll load. So last time we were in the Balljat Mountains. Or whatever. We got a little buddy. We got a little buddy here, a little rock buddy. He's helping us out. Ah man, I like did not sleep well last night, so I'm just like kind of out of it here. I can't see anything. What is this camera angle? Alright, this game has this weird inverted camera control. I'm gonna try to sleep better tonight. Hopefully I can succeed. Let's get rid of this liquid flame motherfucker over here. Oh. And... I really, like, you know, I had a thing I had to go to this morning, so I couldn't sleep in after a crummy night. But, like, it didn't last that long, so then I was back home, and I just, you know, slipped back into my pajamas, because I can do that. And then, insert brain loading noises here. I thought I was gonna nap right away, and then I just didn't, and I just ended up, like, not napping at all at any point during the day. Is this a boss? Oh, right, I have the chain thing. I don't remember the button for it, though. I need to check. Controllers. Oh, it doesn't say. I guess it's shared with something else, but I don't know what. Oh, geez. Maybe it's the pressing triangle when the thing appears, because that's the... Ow! That's the cool guy button. Look at it eventually. I checked the manual, but it's downstairs. I'm just gonna have to try every freaking button until it works. I feel like this might just generally go poorly. Jeez, my buddy went away. Monster Hunter looking different. I know what chain means, I just don't know how to do it anymore. Yeah, it really would have been more appropriate if I was playing a Dreamcast game tonight, but that whole thing kind of snuck up on me, so... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm completely like, I just forgot everything from last week on how to play this. Alright, what are you doing? Where are you going? Ow. Can't block that, I guess. At least not well. Okay, you coming back down, or you're just gonna fucking do this FF16 bullshit? Oh, jeez. Ah! I died. Alright, that could go better. Game over. But yeah, instead of napping, I ended up making new pages on the website for NES Roundup stuff. Maybe this will tell me. Yeah. Okay, so it's not anything particular. I just gotta press that tag button. Alright. What do you fucking mean? I mean, I guess. No. Not right now, game. I got my sword. But yeah, now for every NES Roundup episode, you can see on the website, like, what I played in each episode and what I thought of each game, and then there's like a score system. I don't think you can actually like get to the page yet normally. I haven't updated it with like a link. But it is in the chat, and I might link it later for those interested. I was kind of embarrassed about making more stuff that is still not the finished profile page. I've really been slacking on that. You must watch the dragon. I can't. I mean, obviously the profiles page is a known thing. It's linked. It's just not linked. Like, the option for it exists. It just doesn't go anywhere yet. Can I like lock onto this guy? Ha-ha! My combo doesn't seem to work very well in the air. Maybe it's an ability I don't have yet. Or maybe Hector's just not very good in the air. Who knows? No, my buddy! No! How dare you? You took all his hearts. Now it will take your heart. I'll reveal your true form. Stop that! Stay here, you bitch! Yeah, the final attack thing does not seem to work in the air or on this guy at all, because I can't get him from the ground. Okay, so he gets angry if you try to, like, get him during that attack. Stop trying to drag this out, buddy. You gotta go. You gotta go. It's time for you to die. See? There you go. Yeah, I really gotta finish the profile page. I just, you know, I have not saying, he still hasn't put in his hobbies. So I'll just give him really embarrassing ones. But I gotta write profiles for Chaos Rosie and for the Haunted Laptop because it's basically its own character at this point. Oh, I went the wrong way. That's embarrassing. It'd be really funny if it just came back. Speaking of NES Roundup, though, there's a Sunsoft thing, a compilation coming out, and it's got, like, Wing of Medulla and 50 stations of the whatever. I can't remember the title. The Tokaido. Which are both games I've played, and then there's another one called Ripple Island, which I have not played, but if it's anything like the other two, it'll be really okay. I also gotta add pictures to the profile page, by the way. So how many hearts do I need to bring him back? Oh, I guess we'll find out. Oh, there we go. You're back! Yup. Ferdinand learned hip press? What do you mean hip press? The fuck? The way you steal from the wyvern's badass, gonna get on its back and steal from it mid-flight. Wait, you can ride on it? Although Ferdinand was just already over there making shit happen. Where the fuck are you going, bro? This is fucking teleporting archer bullshit. Alright, see you later, buddy. Wow. What a place. There's fuck all here. Welcome to one of the more irritating beginning areas. Oh boy! Can't wait! Who's gonna show up now? Oh! Is it the fabulous man?
Devil for
Oh, no,
master?
this is someone
How do
else.
you know me? Who are you?
Saint Germain.
Who is this fucking circus
An
ringmaster?
urgent request. Please, refrain from pursuing Isaac any further.
Bastard! So you're with Isaac? But that does not...
And you probably abuse animals.
For what purpose do you make this request?
This will not make sense to you, but to put it simply, I seek to maintain the flow of a greater will.
This is pointless. Out of my way!
Your beloved was killed on false allegations that she was a witch. I know how you feel, and I sympathize truly, but please look past
Rex,
your own
how do you know of these things?
That I cannot tell. I know far more than you imagine, but I cannot act upon that knowledge. That is my arrangement. I may only observe. I have no choice but to excuse myself. Please, consider my request. The world hangs in the balance.
There's a lot of hams in this game, huh? Which is weird, because Castlevania is usually about the pot roast. Really disoriented. Okay, Ferdinand, you need to like fucking stop getting in my way, bro. And so does the camera. God, it's awful. Yep, gotta see what's in this corner. Oh, a magical ticket. Curse of darkness too great for a TV screen. And it's not the brightness or lack thereof that's the problem. It's the fucking camera. And Ferdinand. Oh, hello. Okay. It's a bit much, don't you think? Oh, uncurse. Now if I'm cursed, I won't be cursed. You understand? So I'm actually gonna bite the bullet and install Linux on my server machine. Cause I'm tired of Windows bullshit. And I at least know that like using it as a server shouldn't be like messed up by using an unfamiliar operating system. In fact, people always say you should use Linux for server things. God, are these 3D hunchbacks? Yeah, they are! They're fleamen! Oh my god, why? There we go. Fuck him up. Fuck him up, Ferdy! Oh my god. Get out of here. At least they bleed good. But yeah, then I can also just kind of use it to like test various things and see if like the stuff I use in Windows will work properly on Linux, in case I need to, you know, switch any other machine over in the future because of Microsoft being shit and crap and garbage. You're not doing so hot. I hope there's a save room soon. I certainly see what D-Bomb meant about this being annoying if this is the sort of enemy we're going to be dealing with, though. Oh, man. Really? No save room? Still no save room? Watch as it turns out to be, like, the exact opposite direction. Got these guys. Hey, how about you heal me? Here we go. Die already, jeez. I can't tell where he is. He's like fucking with my depth perception. Where are you going? Oh, there was a dude in the wall. Yeah, no, that's fair then. How'd he get there? Oh fuck, it's another one of these rooms, and it's got flamin' in it! And I can't lock on to jack shit right now, apparently. There we go. Well, that was annoying. Here we go. That's better. What a good Eve. Okay, you can stop now. You're gonna wear yourself out. Yeah, fuck all of you. I'm not dealing with your bullshit. See, I can jump around like an asshole too. This way. Fuck you. Get out of here! God, these guys are like extra annoying in this game. Well, Eve has evolved. Oh god, there's so many places here. Okay, so that goes up. This room. Oh, thank God. Thanks, Stella. You know, I don't know. This game is like, it's a little brainless, I think. Like, it's fun and all, but I don't know what to say about it. Yup, find a ghost. Oh god, not again. No. Level up! Is this gonna infinitely spawn Fenrir's for me to fight? Yeah, no, it's fine for what it is. It's just, you know, some games are obviously not designed for streaming, especially in the, like, long period of video games where streaming wasn't really a thing. I mean, I guess Let's Plays are, like, video Let's Plays are, like, probably as old as YouTube, if not older, but like actual, like, you know, game streaming probably started on, like, Justin TV. So that definitely was, like, into, like, well into, like, the PS3 era, at least. I don't know time. Ow! What the fuck? You dropping bombs on me, man? There's a hot dog. I just picked up a hot dog. Why is there a hot dog in this haunted castle? What is that about? Comboing's kind of cool because, like, when you press the final attack button, like, changes depending on how far you are into the combo, and that's kind of cool. Eve learned time heal. Yo, she's gonna heal time. And she can hold 69 hearts now. Get out of here. I think this game could have done without enemies who, like, fall over and then get back up. I'm not reading that comment out loud. Who do you think I am, Vine Sauce? Alright, it might be time to bring Ferdy out. fight some of these dudes with me. Get out of here. Ow! God, just die! Just die when you fall over! I don't even remember how to steal, I forgot that part too. I think they're supposed to like flash and then I like press a button or something. Are these guys infinite? Are they? Because if they are, I'm just leaving. Let me in, Birdie! Lock on when it turns purple, hit the final attack button. Right, that was it, you gotta lock on. Which is kind of annoying to have to do. Because, you know, the camera's got plenty of problems without me locking on to shit that doesn't really need it for fights. like this right here. Oh my god, the camera is awful! Also, one thing I think Lament had over this game is the whole idea of like, here's like a bunch of like Mega Man stages to go to. Because it gives you a good idea of like what progress you're making, and here I'm just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna keep going until another thing happens. I'm disappointed in you, Eve! Not sure why I wanted to hear that, but... I gotta come up with some new channel point redemption things. Arlene put the idea in my head of, like, making sound alerts a thing, and I like that idea. I mean, it's not true, though. I'm not disappointing you. I think you're very good, actually. Yeah, alright. I might need like a guest. I might need to make this playthrough like a collab or a series of collabs for it to be more interesting, because man, get out of here. I hope I get a cool air finisher later on. Let's talk about the upcoming collabs. Well, on Sunday I'm doing Hitman with Noth. And I don't know if we're gonna like do the full thing. It seems kind of long, especially because you can get like frickin', does Hitman even count as a collab? Well, I mean, you've been on streams way less lately, especially as like an active participant, so I think it's kind of a collab. Okay, so these guys keep fading in and out of existence, which is annoying. Yeah, okay. Fucking make the target purple so I go in, and then have it so I can't actually hit him. Very cool game. It's a pretty dumb fucking mechanic, I gotta say. But yeah, I'm just gonna do like the one Hitman stream at first, and then see like, you know, if it's entertaining enough to do like multiple. If it's gonna be like a set playthrough or like something we do every so often. Flying Devil enemy steal. Well, I'll do my best, but like I just don't like the steal mechanic, so it's really cumbersome. Like, I don't know, I think maybe I liked Lament better so far. Does anyone like want to get on a Discord call with me? Can make an impromptu collab. Hey man, it's gonna be interesting. Really have fun with the game. Kind of person who likes to plan, be patient, and get maximum stealth. For a reason about the games that streamers tend to get antsy and do big silly things. Yeah, I mean, I feel like being crazy in Hitman is like a big part of the appeal for streaming purposes, at least. Because I you know, stealth games can be a lot of things, but I like that in Hitman it's not immediately like a fail state if, you know, if you get seen. It just makes everything get really silly. Do you want to like? Do you want to get on a call with me then, D-Bomb, or was that not what you were referring to? Oh shit! All right, this is now a D-Bomb collab. It is collab week. I hope this works. Ah, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Welcome to the Rosie McDamsel show.
Glad to be here.
Hold on, I should have like a Discord call thing that like should make your like profile picture pop up, but it's not working. I do still have the Wing of Medulla cover art for some reason. That works.
How's my mic, by the way? I haven't tested it yet.
It sounds pretty good on my end.
Nice.
Everyone let me know if I need to adjust D-Bomb's volume.
Yes, please.
I set this Discord call thing up for when I collab with Wooly. I don't know if it needs to be like done separately every time or something. Let me check that.
I'm afraid I couldn't tell you because I haven't done a collab in God knows how long. Like, it's been a while. I think the kids refer to it as a hot minute.
Oh, I think I got you now. By the way, I have no idea what your profile picture is.
Okay, it's Space Hamster from the Sonic Bootlegs and Hacks video.
I have no idea what that is.
You've never seen Space Hamster?
No, I haven't.
He's best friends with Peanut Butter Gamer.
Are people gonna think I'm collabing with Space Hamster now?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, Eve says I can nudge you up a tiny bit, so I'm gonna try to do that. I always gotta like balance all these different freaking volume sliders, because nothing can be convenient in the world.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Alright, I was gonna summon Ferdinand, because I'm healed now. Ferdinand, I choose you!
Ferdinand!
Is that what he sounds like?
I guess.
Do not like these spectral sword guys. They're very annoying to fight.
They suck. I think you can steal 100 gold from them, but I get what you're saying about the steal mechanic.
Yeah, if we got in a third PS2 game, maybe they could have worked that one out a little better.
Definitely.
Like,
it's helpful if you can get it to work.
Even though I'm crapping on this game a little bit, there is kind of that. I still am bummed that people crap on these games so much and that there weren't more of them. Cause,
absolutely.
Like, after this, we just got, like, a bunch more Metroidvanias, which, you know, those are cool. A little repetitive eventually. And then we got, like, freaking Castlevania Judgment, which is the weird Wii fighting game, which I actually kind of like.
There are parts of Judgment I like. Sorry, you were...
And then they made fucking Lords of Shadow, but let's not talk about that.
Oh, yeah, let's not.
Ah, man. You know, I wanted to like Lords of Shadow. Because it was like, okay, yeah, I guess we need a fresh Castlevania take after so many Metroidvanias, you know? It's gonna be all new and in HD, and it's got Patrick Stewart in it, and it fucking sucked!
It's not only that, it's just like, I guess they felt they needed to, like, reboot, because they were jumping all over the timeline. They didn't have one, like, you know what I mean? Like, you had Circle of the Moon, which took place, I forget when, but it was like, I want to say it was actually after Harmony of Dissonance, which was after that. Like,
I actually don't know because Circle got retconned. Oh,
the Circle got retconned.
Oh, it's the boy.
Could he be? Answer me.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
I am. Then this is the hour.
This isn't going to be fun.
Who's voicing Trevor? Oh god, he's kicking my ass immediately.
I don't know, but he is a difficult fight. The good news is you don't have to beat him. You just have to get his life bar down so much.
So this isn't like Zangetsu and Bloodstained.
No.
Where he's just like, Solid Snake is here, and he will just block your progress until you get good.
Right.
That was, I remember the Zangetsu fight was like the end of the second backer demo. And it was just like, well, I just had a good meal. Can't wait for the rest of the game.
I know, right?
Oh, he's doing
sadly,
like the Richter charge key eyes. He's all like, ah!
Yeah. It looks like Trevor has learned some moves since.
Yeah, he was not doing this on the NES. If he could do all that, I wouldn't need to keep switching to Sypha. I am not even damaging him.
Maybe Sypha taught him all this. Maybe.
She just kicked his ass until he learned.
Yes. Well, how else do you learn?
Actually, really... Yeah?
I'm sorry. Go on.
I really don't like the characterization of, like, Trevor and Sypha as, like, like, bitchy sitcom married couple. Hey, you said I didn't have to win.
Yeah, you're not... Well, like I said, you have to get his life down so much.
Oh. Well, I couldn't get it down any further. He just kind of stopped taking damage.
Yeah, you might have to do the combined mechanic a little bit to get a better weapon.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of dumb, though. Like, if I was doing very little damage, I'd be like, alright. But it just was like, as of now, no more damage for you.
Yeah, this fight is complete bullshit.
Ah, yes, Bamboo Sword. That's better than what I had. We all know Bamboo Sword is better than Broadsword.
It's best sword. Let's see what you need for the other. I can tell you where you can get them more than likely.
So if I get 2 short swords, which I should be able to do just fine, then I can...
Oh, yeah.
Get this thing. Ah, it's Vaihenda. And then I think the other one opened up when I had a short sword too, so...
It might have.
Foil! It's just a rapier.
The foil is better for fast attacking.
Well, I am
But
into that, but it seems pretty weak.
Yeah, it's weak. So the Zweihander is definitely a stronger weapon.
All right.
But it's a little more cumbersome to swing.
Well, it's not like Hector's like the fastest dude around anyway.
Right.
So I might
Also,
be able
you
to...
can... You should look into combining some armor if you've got any, like, available that you can combine, because that should take down what damage he's doing to you.
Good point.
It's something it's something I've been skirting on mentioning in chat because, you know, I've been mentioning things, but I'm afraid that I'm going to go too far and just be like, well, here's how you play this game, Rosie.
I
Instead
get
of
you.
having you figure it out.
But I mean, I don't think it was taking that much damage from Trevor. It was just that I couldn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
Which meant that, you know, I was inevitably going to lose that. It's like Piccolo fighting Android 17, you know?
Right. He's got infinite stamina, and you're just human. You may be able to form a decent axe, too, which is kind of like it's kind of like a midpoint between the slow lumbering Zweihander and... Okay, never mind. You could just form the Gano.
Yeah, I've like not... I've been slacking on this.
Oh wait, you just opened up like 3 other axes. Never.
Yeah, just need more Gano, which means more sword. Okay, maybe eventually this is gonna be too many steps, but
Oh, it gets ridiculous later on. If it looks ridiculous now, it hasn't begun to get ridiculous yet.
yeah, I have a mace now. And you know what? Screw it. Let's get a spear too. Why not? Let's get 2 spears. Let's get some knuckles. Knock knock, it's Knuckles.
The blow thrower.
Punch rings. That's what he does to Sonic.
It does.
Number 69. I'm out of steel, otherwise I could get that. I could get special number 69 up in this bitch.
I think that's a... I'm not even kidding about this. I'm pretty sure that's a fucking baseball bat.
That's awesome. I love it.
Oh,
Wait, so
it
I
gets
gotta
way
build a
better.
Gano to get the weapon before the Gano. And now I'm out of ancient memory, whatever that means.
That is from... I think you get that from enemies like the Blaze Master. You know, that irritating stack shit that I was telling you sucks to steal from.
Well, we'll deal with that later then.
Yeah, I won't worry about it right now.
It is raining pretty hard all of a sudden here.
It was raining pretty hard the other night here, but thankfully it's quiet here right now.
Meat.
So that mace may help you if the Zweihander's just a little too slow for you. I would say go ahead and try out the Zweihander and see how that does against him.
Let's see. I was gonna say this Zweihander should be fine, but he is zipping about a bit much.
Yeah, Trevor. He took lessons from Sonic the Hedgehog. He's got to go fast.
I mean, that's why he was immediately reminding me of Zangetsu, because he does that too. God, I really gotta do a proper Bloodstained playthrough on Steam at some point.
I gotta actually play through that in general, not just on Steam. I made it to the Zangetsu fight when I was staying with my cousin one night, and I never made it past that fight.
I am still doing very little damage, but at least it's something.
Yeah, it's still denting his life bar, so...
Maybe I just need to grind some levels? I don't know.
What level are you right now?
11.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I was kind of like speeding through that last section because those enemies are all such dicks. Well,
They
at
are.
least I can make Ferdy belly flop on Trevor, which is pretty funny.
Ferdinand. I don't know why I've settled in my head that that's Ferdinand's voice, but I remember all the like rock Pokemon from the first season and how they had the big voice. Like, okay, well this is just Gothic Geodude in its forms.
God, seeing Trevor here just makes me even more confused that they made him such a shithead on Netflixvania.
Yeah,
But I guess
I'm
everyone's
sad.
kind of a shithead in that show.
I wanted to like that, and I like Sypha's design, I like Trevor's design, but I don't really care for how they themselves are.
Yeah,
I don't know,
the writing
something-
was definitely very emblematic of the main writer, and that's why I was hoping that Nocturne would be better. Because, you know, that guy got fired for being a creep, but it was the same shit. Possibly actually worse.
Of course it was. Yeah, I actually played this before Lament. I haven't played too much of Lament, but like, I don't know. I need to play more of that.
Spy Hunter actually seems to work really well on these guys. Because you can do more damage with one hit at a time. And I don't have to worry so much about laying on the DPS. They're still
Exactly.
annoying, but... the combo's also pretty cool.
I'm just watching you demolish these guys.
Yeah, this feels better than I thought it was gonna, because usually with the heavy weapons, I'm like, oh, I'm not maneuverable enough. I need to be able to do stuff in a moment. But this is actually pretty good.
Nice. I feel that way with the heavy weapons in Symphony. Like, all the two-handed.
Bloodstain has really good weapon variety. Like, it adds so much to replay value, just how many different things you can do, and... You know, it's got all like hidden moves like in Symphony, but it actually teaches you them so you know they exist.
I really, really need to play through Bloodstain.
I'm happy I backed Bloodstain. I can't say words lately.
I feel that. Bloodstain was, unfortunately, before I started backing projects. I think the first one I backed was Calico.
What's that one?
It's a Cat Cafe game that got released for various platforms.
That sounds cute.
It is absolutely adorable. I played through it, like, the day it released, I believe. Didn't take long to finish, but I mean, like, I'm not concerned with length. I'm concerned with cuteness. And it delivers.
Yeah.
Yes, Eve, a Cat Cafe game. Check it out. It's really cute. I believe the official subtitle is Magical Girls Running Cat Cafes. So that's the flying enemy I was talking about. If you want to try to steal from it, you have to whenever it does a dive bomb attack at you. You can tell when that is because it'll have like a whole bunch of wind surrounding it.
Right. Yeah, I was very happy with Bloodstained, but then like I didn't back anything else until like the infamous Dirty Pair Kickstarter that's still going on.
I am unaware of that one. What's that about?
So it was a Kickstarter to dub the original Dirty Pair series, because it's the only part of the franchise that hasn't been dubbed. And, you know, then they would release, like, cool Blu-ray sets and everything. So I backed out with a decent amount of money to get, like, goodies and stuff. And it has gone, like, super mega over schedule. And then Crunchyroll bought out the company that was doing it. So then everyone was panicking, like, okay, what's going to go on now? Or, you know, is this going to get canceled? And then it was just, like, radio silent for ages until people made enough of a stink that this really, like, impersonal Kickstarter message came through to just be like, yes, we are still working on the thing. We're going to start sending out some of the backer rewards very soon. Because I guess the dub is still in post-production, so they can't actually ship the Blu-rays, but, like, some of the other stuff is ready. And it just kind of sucks. Like, it seems like it was kind of just a mismanaged project, and it didn't need to be that way.
Oh, that does suck. I hope you all get rewarded for it, ultimately, and not, you know, screwed over for whatever you donated to it.
Well, if the Blu-rays do come out, then assuming that they'll still have, like, the patron credits and, like, the general release Blu-ray, then you will see a credit for Rosie McDamsel. Because that's what I put in.
Nice.
Because
I'll be looking out.
I put in my actual name, and then now whenever I play Bloodstained, I have to, like, you know, if I stream it, I gotta make sure you can't see my file select screen. Because it'll show my name.
Right.
I think also in like when it gets to like the backer credits, it just shows you at the top. So I'll have to keep that in mind.
Oh, hey, there's another ancient memory. It's like really hard to describe the steel for these assholes right here. It's like they do some sort of stupid backflip move, and you're supposed to perfect guard that and then steal from them. But also, it knocks you back, and then the window vanishes like the second they land. So, there's that.
The fact that lock-on turns off on every new screen is probably good, but it is annoying if you're trying to steal stuff.
Absolutely. There's another ancient memory.
Now I'm just not gonna need steel for the 69.
Like I said, I want to say that's the bat. But you get all sorts of bizarre weapons with the special.
Yeah, now I just want to get them all.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that was the big draw for this game for me, like the combination weapons. As well as like what I said earlier, like sometimes you just want to kind of a mindless hack and slash. Every time you upgrade your knuckle slot, he chuckles a little less.
But can I get a necklace that lets me breathe underwater?
The good news, that's the neat thing. You don't.
I really doubt there's water in this game. Right?
I mean, there is, but it's an obstacle and not a actual traversable, you know.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Like, you'll encounter water-filled places that you can't enter, so you gotta find a way to get rid of it. Basically. I don't even remember what these assholes have to steal. I just remember that stealing from them is a massive pain. So, my advice, don't do it.
I mean, fighting them at all is a massive pain, so...
It really is.
I love how I locked onto that and then Ferdy immediately killed it.
Good old Ferdy.
I guess for stealing is why when you'd want him to, like, go on command.
Yeah,
Just be like,
so
stop messing with my shit.
Yeah, so there's an easy way to ensure that you could steal something while you got him out. You could switch him to guard, and he just won't attack.
Get
He'll
my
just
ass
sit
kicked.
there with a shield building up around him. Which can also be useful for you because you can get inside the shield. I think it should block some hits.
Yeah, yeah.
After 4.
It does do that.
Now after, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say after so long, the shield fades, of course, and
Yeah, I remember reading about that technique last time.
yeah.
Here, I thought I was just rid of these guys.
You'll never be rid of them.
But they're dicks.
They are.
Oh, I gotta summon Eve to unlock this chest.
Yep.
But first I gotta kill these ghosts who are here for some reason.
Also, I don't know what Neko Atsume is, unfortunately, so I can't really answer that question. I didn't want you to think I hadn't seen that, but I've never actually. I don't know what Neko Atsume is, unfortunately. And what you call.
Eve upgraded to wear clothes. I noticed.
She did.
Okay, open it. There we go. Ceremonial tool, an amber artifact used in ancient rituals, an ancient weapon said to be made from this. Alright.
That's what you steal from the Blaze Masters. So you get this here, but it's like a one-time thing otherwise. They give you a taste, but you need a few of them to fill out the whole, like, combine index.
The first hit's free, I get it.
Right.
So when it comes to the Metroidvania part of the series, like, which ones are your favorites and least favorites?
Absolute favorite, without a doubt, Symphony of the Night. It is hard to top that.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's the basic bitch choice, but also it's that for a reason.
Yeah. It's like, there's a reason so many people mention it.
Like, as good as some of the other games can get, I think they do suffer a bit from all being on handheld.
Absolutely.
Like, Symphony just gets to feel bigger because it was on a console.
But if you want my favorite non-Symphony Metroidvania, I would have to say Aria of Sorrow.
Alright.
I really, really liked Aria. I feel like it was the closest thing we got to Symphony outside, you know, of Symphony itself.
I've not beaten Aria, but I remember really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's great.
I should probably pick up the Advanced Collection at some point. I don't know if it's still got like a physical version or that was some limited run bullshit.
Oh yeah, I have no idea, unfortunately. I've got the digital version.
I know the Anniversary Collection had like a limited run crapola thing. But it seems like the DS Collection's just getting like a normal physical release, so that's cool.
Nice.
Like, unless
By the way,
there's like, it's being communicated weirdly. Like, it looks like it's just gonna be like, yup, you can just go on Amazon and buy that.
That would be nice.
What is with these weird little courtyards that just spawn enemies?
I don't know. They're just... Well, it's where you fall from above. Like, if you go up to floor 2, this is where you'll fall from, but...
I just gotta level up from 30 off screen.
Nice, I just saw that. Oh, you may have noticed a very small, like, space in that one room that you were in a minute ago. Like, the wall didn't fill in completely. There's a way to get under that, but it's, like, way later on.
Huh.
Yeah, you see that very little space in that room that's not like covered by a white line.
Oh, yeah, over there. Not these guys. Not these guys, though.
So when you get that ability, you can go back there.
Zachary Gamer 64, welcome to chat.
Oh, Zachary Gamer 64.
I'm happy that you're happy that I'm trying this game. I've owned it for years, but this is my first time actually playing through it. I actually bought this and Lament together when I was filling out my PS2 collection a bit.
Oh, that's cool. I think I remember you telling me about that.
And then at the time I didn't beat Lament. I don't remember why. So then I didn't get the curse. Yeah, I'm having a decent enough evening. I'm tired though, so.
Same here.
But yeah, then I didn't beat Lament until I streamed that, and that was back in 2021. That was early on. And then I wanted to do Curse, and then like stuff happened. Like I think I actually did a session of it, and this was before Twitch. This was back on Picardo. So there was no VOD saving, and I didn't press record on my end, and it ruined everything.
Oh no.
But it wasn't a very good session anyway, because I was playing on an emulator then, because I couldn't capture the PS2, and it was just weird and messy, like the game was kind of glitching out.
Yeah, I understand that.
It was like an old build of PCSX2 that I hadn't updated in ages, and it was a little messy. But yeah, I remember, like, I was really into Castlevania, like, for a long time, and I couldn't get these games. I don't think I ever saw them in stores. There was a big period where I didn't have access to the PS2 because my brother took it to college, the bastard.
Oh no.
So then I had a GameCube, and, you know, the GameCube's cool, but it is missing a lot of cool games.
It has no Castlevanias. I was just reminded of something I watched on YouTube, but it's kind of unrelated. You ever hear of Per Cat Cafe?
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know.
It was like a cat. It was like supposed to be Boston's very first cat cafe.
Oh, okay.
And it was kind of ruined before it ever launched because the owner was extremely petty with her former employees.
Oh, yeah, I remember this now. Was this the Down the Rabbit Hole video that you watched?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it was.
I don't know if that series is still, like, going on. I know for a really long time it stopped.
It is. He released one this year, but he's releasing them much slower now.
I was always very conflicted about that series because it's very informative and you learn like this weird stuff, but sometimes it feels a little voyeuristic too.
Yeah.
Like there's some episodes where it was just kind of uncomfortable because it's like I feel like this person should be left alone.
Yeah, I understand that. Like they had their time already. Just let them be.
Oh, your brother ruined your disc? That sucks. Is the game really that expensive now? Wow.
Yeah, I think both of them kind of jumped up.
Oh man, I'm glad I got them when I did, even if they're PAL versions.
File this in Lament of Innocence under the man, I wish I could explore more games and license crap when I was younger folder. No, I understand completely.
I like somehow mostly avoided licensed crap because I think I understood fairly quickly as a kid, like, oh, these are often not good. So just because it's like, hey, here's a game from that show you like, that means it's probably not going to be good. And actually, like,
Lesson I
at first when I played Sonic games, I thought that Sonic was a cartoon character because I'd seen Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. And the games I played were like the not so good ones, like Spinball and 3D Blast.
Ooh.
So I thought that it was just like Sonic's a cartoon and they made some crappy games of him. And then I got to play Sonic 2 and it was like, whoa, this is awesome.
Okay. This game series doesn't suck. Just had some stinkers. Poor Sonic. Right?
You know, at least I got to know Sonic. Like, with Castlevania, I had to, like, learn about that through some crazy way. I think someone used, like, a MIDI of Vampire Killer in some fan game, and it was like, oh, what is this? This sounds cool. And then, like, Googled the file name and found out about Castlevania, because I don't think it was ever that big in Europe. Which is weird, because all these games take place in Europe, but...
It's hilarious because of the Genesis version of Castlevania where they, like, censored a whole bunch.
Yeah, I own that.
Oh, you've got the new generation?
Yeah.
/ Bloodborne?
Because when
wow.
I started collecting for the Mega Drive, like, I found a fairly cheap copy of it at the time. I don't think that's gonna happen now either. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
it's censored, but when the hell would I get, like, an American Genesis? And, you know, now I own 2 of them. So...
Right. There was a point whenever I was living on my own, I had like 3 different Genesis Model 2s. Like, I don't even remember exactly what happened. I just know that one of them came with a Sega CD I'd bought. And then I bought one on its own. And I don't know what happened with the third one, but I ended up giving it to my sister, so, like, my nephews could play that. Potentially.
How did you find out about Castlevania, Zachary? Actually, like, I've also read that, like, Mega Man is, like, not that popular, has never been that popular in Europe, and the marketing certainly wasn't very good. But, I got into Mega Man because my brother played one of the Game Boy Mega Mans on a friend's Game Boy when he was little. And then one time when, like, my mom took us to, like, a department store and was like, okay, pick out a game, they had Mega Man X4, the PC port. And my brother was like, oh, you'll dig this, because I was really into platforms, right? You know, what else is new? So he's like, yeah, Mega Man, I remember this. It's cool, you should get this. And I did, and that was a very good decision.
A good eye, by the way, picking out X4.
Yeah, they also had X3, which my brother went and bought, like, the next week, because we were having so much fun with X4. And X3 is not very good, but I wonder if I'll ever fucking see those boxes again, because my brother has a lot of my big box for PC games. It sucks because those are expensive.
Oh yeah. I think my opinion softened on X3, but Eve was asking us, since it's Dreamcast's birthday, what's the dream game that we wanted but haven't been able to buy for that system yet? Power Stone 2 for me.
Yeah, that's probably my answer as well. I've had that on my wish list ever since I started collecting for Dreamcast, and just can't fucking get it. I think the European version was actually a little cheaper or something like that, or maybe the Japanese one, I don't remember. But I still haven't gotten a copy, and I'm very happy it's being re-released.
Definitely. It'll be my chance to actually play it for the first time. I haven't even played it like through emulation, so this is going to be a brand new experience for me.
The Dreamcast has some awesome 4-player games. Choo Choo Rocket is like super cheap because people didn't like it at the time. It fucking rules though.
Yeah. I know magazines are giving it pretty good reviews though, like...
It's Pokemon Fire Red's birthday too? I didn't know that.
By the way, sorry if I talk over you, Rosie, I don't mean to do that.
No, it's fine. I tend to talk over people too because I just get kind of ADHD and go all over the place.
I feel that. So yeah, if you fall off of those platforms there, you'll end up in those courtyards that you were asking about earlier. Because this is directly above them.
So there's like a Zelda thing going on there. Ooh, Juggernaut. Insert
I love
tired
the
meme
Juggernaut.
here.
It's not my favorite form for the Magmard monster, but it's up there. My favorite's Liquid Golem, which I forget what path you have to take to get it.
Yeah, I feel like I'd have to do repeat playthroughs to see everything.
Actually, you can get them all on a single playthrough, because that thing that he dropped a while back is a way to summon another Magmard monster.
Oh, it's another of the same. I thought it was going to be like a new one.
Nope.
Oh, that's
You'll
interesting.
get new ones, like, storyline-wise, so... Yeah, so you get a chance to fill out every monster in the game. The only thing you ever need to replay the game for, aside from wanting to replay it, is if you want to steal from, like, the first boss.
Yeah, that makes sense. That ghost just kind of fucked off just now.
It did. Yeah, the ID system is really fun.
It's definitely a really, like, cool way of innovating in a Castlevania, I think. Because they always try to, like, have some sort of, like, augmentation system after Symphony of the Night, where it's like, oh, you can collect cards or souls or something. And I think this is just a kind of elegant system. Where it's like, yeah, here's a buddy, and it's not super complicated.
Right. I love that giant eye on the Juggernaut. Watching you. And by the way, I feel that I'm still only like 24 hours into Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, and I've got like who knows how long to go on that game.
Look, there's just not a lot to do on that second floor right now.
No, there's really not. Actually, I think you have just about done everything you can do on the second floor. There might be one thing you could do later, but I can't remember for sure.
It looks like I've done everything I can do here in general without fighting Trevor.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna... What level am I? 13. Is that better?
That's a little better. Maybe one more level.
Alright. Well, let me go find something that isn't fucking Fleamen to fight, though.
Oh god, yeah. No, those flea men will take forever to level you up. I think they only give like 2 experience. Which sounds about right. Also, I think the experience scale slides down like it does in other Metroidvanias. But I think after so long, they're only giving you so much experience. You know, kind of like Symphony of the Night, actually.
Oh, okay, so I assume I can, like, destroy this crack later on to get through here.
Yeah. Yes, you'll get some way to bypass that that area later on.
So, this is gonna sound crazy, but I kind of like Castlevania 64.
No, I'm with you on that.
Like, it's so clunky, but there's something about games of that era where they're trying to figure out the 3D thing.
Yeah, it kind of has its own charm, is what I want to say. Like, I don't know if that's the proper word for it, but I mean, there's something endearing about Castlevania 64 that... They kind of gave you...
Yeah?
I was going to say, they kind of gave you an easy mode with Carrie.
Yeah, carry's definitely easier. And since combat's kind of clunky, that, you know, also means the game's kind of more fun that way. But I
Yeah.
kind of like the way that, like, you progress through the castle and, like, you know, story things happen. Just has a cool
Absolutely.
atmosphere to it.
Absolutely. Plus, I don't know about you, but I never got stuck on that Nitro Mandragora puzzle.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually common or if that's just because the AVGN got stuck there and now everyone's like, oh, do.
Yeah, that was never a big issue. You can actually... It's like, he brought them there and couldn't use them. Except, I did the same thing and could use them just fine on that crack. And blow
Well,
it
you're
open.
supposed to use them with the C-buns, right?
Right.
And he was going into the menu, and you can't use it from the menu because that's not the type of item it is. So, it's a little confusing UI-wise, but it doesn't help that a lot of people in the comments were telling him the wrong thing. Like, they were saying, like, oh, you can't progress because you're on easy mode, which I don't think was true anyway.
No, it's not even remotely true. I've played easy mode. You can absolutely progress. The only thing I
like
think...
the game ends earlier, but not there. It doesn't just like stop you dead with a weird thing like that. But also, people are saying that because when he shows the difficulty select screen, it cuts away when the cursor's on easy, but I don't think he was actually on easy mode.
Right.
I've watched those episodes so many freaking times. There's like some of my favorites.
Yeah, honestly, I think the Castlevania series is like his best episode overall, the 4-parter. You could tell he really cared about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like why I don't like the Contra series by comparison, because it's just one video and he only covers, you know, Contra and Super C. And I don't know, the thumbnail seems to act like he's going to discuss Contra 3 as well. And maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but I don't remember him ever bringing up Contra 3 in that video.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. I love how Ferdy was just like going full Avengers Hulk on that Blaze Master. That was fun.
I
to
know,
watch.
right?
Yeah, the camera in this game is kind of bad, Zachary. I agree. And I assume it was the same in Lament, but I don't remember it annoying me so much in that one. Maybe because you didn't need to do the weird lock-on stuff.
Well, there's another thing he mentioned, and you haven't really experienced this yet, but you will, and he's right. There is some platforming you'll be doing later, and it kind of sucks.
There was some of that in Lament, too. There was, like, the clock tower kind of level.
Yeah. I can't I think it was the clock tower that I played, actually. I think that was the only level I played through. I love how you can immediately tell there's one of those stupid Blaze Masters in the room because the screen just shakes.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Like, they're going Super Saiyan.
These wizards are summoning balls.
They are. They're just balls. So, I was... Well, that move right there, by the way, the one where he was, like, twisting into a corkscrew, that's what you steal from him.
I gotcha. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off.
It's not too bad if you could see him coming ahead of time. Basically, you meet him halfway, and you'll just dash into him and steal the item, and it interrupts his, it interrupts that dive. If I recall correctly. So when he twists back like that, he's getting ready to do the corkscrew.
Yeah, I'll have to put Ferdy on standby if I try it. He's getting in the way.
I did mostly Zachary, but, oh, wow. Like, the bosses? No. Yeah, I like stealing in games whenever you could steal something worthwhile. Like, despite it being
That
my
didn't
favorite
think.
game of all time, I never really found anything worth stealing in Final Fantasy IV. Talking about the Wyvern Steel, I never really had trouble with that one. Managed to do it just fine the first time, but there are some that are really irritating. And I'll warn you ahead of time if you decide to try to steal from bosses, Rosie. Because some of them do have items you do not find anywhere else.
I appreciate the warning.
No problem. I had to go through this. I had to look up a guide because some of these don't. It's not the most intuitive sometimes to figure out how to steal from an enemy. Or a boss, for that matter. Are you referring to Trevor? Because we've already been to that boss, but
Yeah, that's why I've been messing around so much, is to get strong.
oh,
There's the
okay.
fucking save room.
I will say nothing
we're not
else.
there yet.
Yeah. No, I know what boss he's talking about.
I guess I'll find out later.
Yeah, it's not a fun fight. Like, if you're trying to steal from him. Otherwise, it's fine. It's
Get out of here with that magic circle shit.
I know, right?
Who do you think you are, a
Can't
Nova
you learn to do
skeleton?
that? Why can't you pull the Trevor approach? Learn how to do things from getting beat up. Oh, and speaking of Trevor... Oh wait, no, it's not time for him yet. He's still got one hallway left.
Yep. Gotta make sure I save first. I don't want all of that to be
Yeah.
for nothing. Fruity,
Right.
get out of the way.
Purdy, no. No, bad Purdy.
He's just trying to help. He's being very enthusiastic.
I know, I can't be mad at him. Mainly because I feel like he's going to stare at me for eternity with that one big eye.
Just gonna be like, oh, what you gotta do like this, man?
I can't be mad at you, Ferdy. You're the bestest boy. They add Castlevania DLC to Dead by Daylight, play the game twice a year, bought all the skins and turned it off. If you have a problem.
Good one, 30. That was incredible. I know he's got my back. I'm still not doing a lot of damage, though.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on?
yeah,
I grinded like 3 levels and it doesn't seem to make any difference.
On the plus side, though, I've noticed you are taking less damage.
I guess that's something.
But still watch it, though, because despite doing less damage, it'll stack up. Isaac's voice actor got me
Gordon
feeling
is not as OP in this as it was in Lament, and that's sad.
Okay, Isaac can't help that he's fabulous, Zachary. He's fabulous!
If I steal from Trevor, do I get Sypha?
I wish. I think he's got, if I recall correctly, it's either, I want to say you steal a bowl of ramen from him.
What? Why ramen?
I don't know. Ramen doesn't seem like something a European vampire slayer would eat on the regular.
And just Igarashi on his bullshit, I guess. Ah, there we go.
On your own,
Woo!
are you truly the
Congrats.
Forge Master?
And if I am?
For one that served under Dracula, you seem much too weak. It's been said that
I mean,
the
I guess we
Forge
shouldn't,
Master's
like,
power rivals that of death.
talk shit about Trevor's
So you are
diet.
hunting for
It's
Isaac
clearly
as well,
working out for him.
As well. Then you're not.
Would the vampire slayer eat hot dogs on the regular? Okay,
Well, there
fair
was another
enough.
Forge Master. They say he betrayed Dracula and forswore his powers, but that was 3 years ago during the war. Could he have survived? It cannot be.
Believe what you like. But
Yeah,
answer me
super.
this.
Everyone's so extra in this game.
The one who defeated Lord Dracula.
That I am, though I did not fight alone. There were many brave warriors beside me. And your name, sir.
I did not fight alone, but good luck seeing them.
I shall remember that name.
Wonder if Isaac's got a hot dog.
Probably just munching on one, waiting for Hector. They might be slightly chewed.
I mean, they're just very, like, flamboyant. Like, everyone's got their own just level of ham in this game.
Thank you.
I love making Eve spam the broth.
I've got to counter it with Oye.
Next time Isaac shows up, I'll bring the big Oya back in. from Valis.
Hello, Zachary.
He's been here the whole time.
Spoilers, I've been watching you all along.
And the goth game characters from the goth game era are moody goth kids. Eve, I don't need your sass. I've played all these Castlevanias, and they're in most of these games they aren't being all like fabulous with their body language and shit.
I know, right? Isaac is just truly something else.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So I guess that'll be a traversal thing, yeah?
Something like that, yeah. You'll have to use it at one point. I can't remember exactly where, but you do use it. And again, you'll use hip press as well, but that's for an optional area.
No man could force this open. Damn it, I knew I needed Sypha.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you need brute force for.
Yeah, it's good old gating. Learned about that in college.
Family tradition of putting on a Sisters of Mercy LP while he says largely still and taps his foot, sighing.
I feel like an Eve stream channel would be the best thing ever.
Right.
What the heck is this? Oh, is this a teleport? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
you
Well,
can
I'm
go
staying
back
right
to
here
the
though,
altar.
so. Now we have that.
Every time I think of those mountains, I think of Baljeet from Phineas and Ferb.
That is a chair? That's debatable.
The
Ferdy! Come on!
old European gamer chair.
It probably has way better back support than any of the gaming chairs you can buy online. Is that Slogra?
As a matter of fact,
Why is Slogger just a common enemy?
It is. I believe you'll also meet Gaibon at some point. As
Man,
to why
he-
they're common enemies, I don't know. They did the same thing in Symphony of the Night in the second half, but that was, you know, the second half.
He must have really pissed off Dracula to get demoted like this. You are now a normal ass enemy. You ever see that video?
Did not.
It's called A Day in Dracula's Life.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds great. Ooh. I think I know where you're at. If
It's
I'm
a
right,
grody
you are
looking
going-
place.
If I'm right, you're gonna want to head back.
I gotta go back?
Well, you're gonna want to, because if I'm right and this is the place I'm thinking of, the enemies get much stronger as you go down.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
I should
might
have
as
a
well give
ticket
it-
to, like, go to the
Yeah, you
shop,
got-
which I probably want to do anyway, so.
Even if you don't have one of those, I know you got one of those that'll take you back to your last registered save point.
Yeah, I never did register one, though, so.
Of course, trust me, bro. No, you don't understand, Zachary. My uncle worked at Nintendo Power.
I feel like I'm gonna run into Gordon Freeman down here, honestly.
Field scientist.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool that you and Yuffie are gonna collab with Half-Life.
Yeah, that was entirely her idea. Like, she found out about, like, Sven Co-op or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like... Yeah, okay, that sounds rad. Because I was just gonna put the game on easy next time, and then I'm just like, oh no, this will be way funnier with two people.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else, actually. Maybe I'm thinking of that one place that I mentioned that you won't be able to go to for a while. That would
yes.
make more sense,
The one
honestly.
place.
You know, I don't want to say too much, because I don't want to, like... It's not storyline spoilers, but I still don't want to, like... just tell you everything about the game before you experience it. I feel that would be a massive dick move.
I'm just, like, amused at, like, 3D Slogra. I wasn't expecting Slogra.
You notice maybe he's got skin, doesn't he? Like,
I guess?
well, I guess technically this is the earliest canonical appearance of Slogra.
Oh, man. Yeah, I guess it's not that he got demoted, it's that he hasn't been upgraded yet. Or
Like,
flayed.
once he lost his skin, Dracula took one look at him and was like, nice.
He's like, that's badass!
Guardian.
Next time a Belmont shows up, you team up with that flying guy. Make sure you have a really annoying hitbox.
And it just goes the finger guns in response. I like to think Slogger doesn't actually talk, so it just kind of like points at Dracula like,
I'm getting
"I'm
fucking...
in."
Look at this! Okay, so I'm cursed,
Oh.
I guess, but...
Yep.
I have French fries?
I don't think... Okay, I'm not well versed on my history of French fries, but I'm pretty sure those weren't a thing back in, like, what, 1400s or...
I mean, do they have potatoes? You just gotta fuck around with a potato.
I guess so.
Cursed again.
What does Dracula's curse take place again?
I really wouldn't know. especially after all like the freaking retcons, now all I'm ever gonna remember is that Simon Belmont was 1691.
Right.
Because, like, in the Japanese manual for Castlevania 1, they mention that Simon idolizes the hero Christopher. And then, you know, the Game Boy game uses that by having Christopher Belmont as the main character. But meanwhile, like, the main Castlevania team was making Castlevania 3, and they were going to do that. So then they made him Ralph C. Belmont so that his middle name would be Christopher. And then, you know, he became Trevor in the English version.
And now he's... Is he still Ralph in Japanese, or did they just retcon that into Trevor worldwide?
I think he's always been Ralph in Japanese.
Okay. Ooh, you got some...
Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you mean now. Jeez.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
I got bodied. I was thinking about Ralph.
Well, to be fair, I would also get bodied if I were thinking about Ralph. I mean, what? Yeah, so, like, that wasn't the area I was thinking of specifically, but there are a lot of enemies that are at your level right now, so they...
So should I just take it carefully, or should I, like, go back?
You can take it carefully if you want. I think it leads to an item, so it may be worth your while to do that.
If I can at least, like, find a save point in there, that'd be cool.
Okay. You're absolutely right, Zachary. French fries are one thing, but the special weapons are something completely else. Yeah, I hope you like an anachronistic weapon. I won't say anything further.
Castlevania do be like that. That said, though, learning that about Simon and like the Japanese manual, that means that that whole thing in Judgment of him having like an inferiority complex, I guess, doesn't come entirely out of nowhere.
Right.
It's still dumb, but you know, that whole game's dumb.
It also makes me realize, so if maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong, is it Just or Juster? You know, the character from Harmony of Dissonance?
Yeah.
If he's Simon's grandson, that would probably make him Richter's dad. Since the original Castlevania is, like you said, 1691, right? And Richter's adventures take place in, like, 1783?
Activate this thing. I mean, if there's that much time, then he'd be, like, Richter's granddad, probably, right?
Well, Just is confirmed to be Simon's grandson, is what he says in the opening, that his grandfather Simon defeated Dracula.
Oh, and then
so
Richter is his son.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
have to assume. Assume that Richter is his son, based on timing and everything.
Right, I missed a step there, so...
Also assuming Igarashi didn't retcon Harmony of Dissonance as well.
You never know.
Yeah, no, this doesn't work. Take it out.
I mean, you know, now he has no say on that because he doesn't work at Konami anymore, and Konami seems to be kind of like realizing that they should make good games again, so it's always possible that they'll like do like a serious new Castlevania, and then it'll be like some new guy having to figure out the timeline.
That's true. Also, call me crazy or call me parroting angry video game nerd, but I kind of want a new Vintage Vania.
You want to do what?
The classic style, platforming, whipping, all that.
Well, there is the Haunted Castle remake
That's true.
that just came out, which is
Castlevania rebooted.
freaking crazy. That is just like, yeah, we just kind of made a new Castlevania. Don't worry about it. It's a bonus feature.
Realize with that remake, that is the first new vintage style Castlevania since Castlevania: The Adventure Rebirth on Wii.
Yeah, apparently it's the same team making that.
Nice. I actually really like The Adventure Rebirth.
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, it's a good way to fix a game that is fundamentally broken and not fun to play.
It's very weird that they didn't use music from it, especially because they did remix the first level tune, and it's like a bonus.
Oh, I know, and it sounds really good.
And then instead they were just like, nah, let's just have the theme from Bloodlines instead. And it's just like, okay, but rule 1 of Castlevania is you give each Belmont their own kick-ass theme. What are you doing?
Yeah, Battle of the Holy was Christopher's theme. Also, you may have noticed your Evo crystals have changed color.
Yeah.
That is based on your weapon.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game told me about that, but I just kind of... I was like, I like swords.
I mean, I feel you on that. Who doesn't love a good sword?
But yeah, it's kind of weird that, like, the Adventure Rebirth doesn't have that much to do with the adventure, but then they do weird deep cuts like, oh, let's have the score music from Haunted Castle and the loading BGM from Chronicles on the X68000 as level themes.
Right.
Which is like just super nerdy shit.
Realize the only music, I think, can't remember for sure, but I think the only music they used from either Castlevania Game Boy game that starred Christopher was New Messiah from Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge.
Yeah,
Which is also a really good theme.
Yeah? What?
Sorry.
I really don't know why they cut Battle of the Holy, because that's an awesome track, and they remixed it and everything, so...
It really is. It sounded great in the original Castlevania The Adventure, which might be the only good thing in that entire game, for the record. And then the remix sounds even better. Also, to be fair, though, Reincarnated Soul is actually my absolute favorite Castlevania music of all time.
I mean, it's a kick-ass track, it just doesn't belong there.
It does not.
It belongs to Bloodlines.
You'd think they'd have remade Bloodlines and put that remix track in it.
Have they ever done a fixed OST release of Bloodlines? Because the one they made back in the 90s was awful. Like, not only did it have the shitty reverb on it that made everything sound worse, but it was also recorded from a prototype build of the game.
I don't know.
Like, a lot of those old Castlevania soundtrack releases are kind of bad.
That's a good question. Is it time to bring out Eve?
I'm feeling it might be time for Eve. I can't reach this asshole, is the thing. I'm just gonna wait for him down here, I guess.
You talking about the ectoplasms, or?
Well, the lesser demons are like flying at me, and because I'm on this weird slant, I have trouble getting up to them.
Oh yeah, those.
I don't think I actually need to beat the ectoplasms to get out of this room, so. Oh
no,
my god, the camera!
Oh! I think those infinitely spawn, but I could be mistaken.
The camera is fucking me right now.
I see that. That's awful.
It's very bad camera.
Bad camera. Stop working for Dracula and send you in the corner. Think about what you did.
So are you familiar with the canceled Dreamcast Castlevania game?
Resurrection?
Yeah.
I was so looking forward to that.
I know a
Like
prototype
Sonya
leaked some years ago. I don't know how playable it is. Oh
I
my
would love to
god,
get my
Slogger,
hands
please.
on that. I know it wasn't looking specifically great, like at first. I mean, of course, you know, the first images of any 3D game are going to look like, you know, complete garbage. Like, huh?
God.
No,
This sucks.
I didn't check the mailbox, but I told Mom to look out for the package.
It's not there, so it must not be here today.
So Harley snuck his way in. He was just standing there in my
Flying fuckers are really getting my goat right now.
Yeah, they can be really annoying.
It's specifically in this area that they're the worst because of the stupid slanting shit on the ground. And then Slogger comes in, and that doesn't help. Oh my god, get surrounded!
No, they're like the perfect combination to screw you over. Also, have a good night, Zachary.
Yeah, see you later. Game doesn't even know what to target anymore.
He's gotten confused.
Alright. Now it's just the one Slogger. There we go. What a nightmare.
Yeah, you're getting ganged up on there for.
That was some Doom enemy placement, I gotta say. Dario Casali, did you work on Castlevania?
Might have.
$0.06.
Temporarily moved to Konami.
Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Ah, damn it. Oh, that's a whole one-way trip, isn't it? Damn. Maybe this is when I should be using that ticket.
That'd be a good idea.
Glad you're back. What can I do for you? Incubate a new one? Will that be all?
Yay, we got a baby Ferdy.
So
Oh
you
my
can
god, we
have
can call it
some-
Ferdinand II?
Yes, yes, you can keep doing that actually. So you can name him Ferdinand II. I think if he makes one, you can name him Ferdinand III.
Muranyakis, what should I do? Ferdinand II, or should we go for a different name here? It
My
would be
own
kind
vote's
of
for
great to
Ferdinand
go for
II.
Ferdy the Third.
Ferdy the 30.
Ferdinand II
Also,
riot. Oh
Here
no,
is
what
here is an accurate representation. Ferdinand II riot. Okay. I think the choice is clear, Rosie.
He's not earned that Lupin level of praise yet.
Well, no, that's his son. It's
Yeah.
going to do that. By the way, this is how I feel when I'm tongue-tied.
What can I do for you? What do you need?
I'm just saying.
How do I have so little money? Been fighting
Yeah,
guys forever.
money's something.
Will that be all?
You'll get a lot of it later. You can also get a lot from selling all your old crap.
One thing that is like unarguably better compared to Lament though is the character models.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've seen Sarah in Lament, but she's terrifying.
I am not.
She's one of the thumbnails for my playthrough, so...
Oh, look at that then. Because I still gotta look back through your old videos and find moments for Eve.
It's like, Leon looks fine, he just has some goofy expressions, but like, when you finally see Sarah, and it's like, oh god! This is the woman you're risking your life for? Put a bag over. I'm sure she's nice, but god, that face.
So, pull a Scary Movie 2 there.
Oh my god. I won't deny that was what I was thinking about.
What, Scary Movie 2?
Yeah.
Great minds think alike. Okay, so here's the thing. Your next area that you're supposed to go to is right here.
Oh, like to the south?
Yeah, so you see that area that you haven't explored yet?
Yeah.
Now it's time to explore that.
There's a Potion here.
Potion.
Alright, I
Always
gotta
good.
use 30 power once more. Oh, another cat scene.
Ah, I'm pleased to see you are unharmed. Did
Can't
you think me
remember what
dead?
I was really thinking we were gonna meet yet another new person.
Which way did he go? Along this path.
I was like,
lies
oh, no, it's the
Yeah.
bald dude again.
probably making his way to the village on the other side.
And what of your mission? To
This
purify
game
this
seems
land
to
and
have
remove the
a
curse.
habit of throwing new
Yes.
people at you and just kind of like,
In
oh,
the end,
here's
it
this
is
person.
Isaac. He is the source of this pestilence.
He sucks his own dick.
How could I forget? There is a matter I must attend to. By your leave.
There is a matter I must attend to.
Oh, there's he again.
Did you? I was expecting someone else. You spoke with him, didn't you?
And why should I answer to you?
Perhaps you'll accept my advice then.
I keep
You
just
would
being
do
like,
well to
yay,
avoid-
Crispin Freeman every time Hector talks.
Not be
I know,
drawn
right?
in by his words.
Your advice is neither solicited
I had
nor
such a
welcome.
crush on his
I will
voice.
use any means necessary to achieve my revenge.
Yeah, I gotta say, I do really love Crispin Freeman's voice. I loved him as Regal in Tales of Symphonia.
Track him down quickly. He is the one being who is beyond my recollection.
When I really got into Haruhi Suzumiya, you know, that's just him talking at you for 24 episodes, pretty much.
Right.
And then there was like this like online con they did, where you know it was just like streamed, and then you know like they would have panels and stuff, and then Crispin Freeman called in, and you know he was talking, and that's just his normal voice. It was just like, ah, it's him. It's
Pretty
Kyon.
awesome. That's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie.
What? Okay. I mean, I'll try it, but I'm not gonna work.
So yes, Mortvia Aqueduct, also known as how many fishmen can we fit into one room?
Yeah. The Sea Devils.
Okay, another comedy movie question for you, Rosie.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you see the name Merman, do you think of Zoolander?
No, I've never seen Zoolander.
Have you not? Oh god.
All I've seen is the clip of him being like, a school for ants or whatever. Because that's such a
Okay,
like,
that is like probably That is among the funniest moments of that movie. It used to be my absolute favorite, but then there's like a scene later on that is just so over the top ridiculous that it beats it out.
Also,
I don't want to say anything.
sorry, I interrupted you. Thought you were done.
Oh no, you go right ahead.
I just walked through some water and it didn't stop me.
Oops.
So you know what that means? You lied to me!
I like you! You did it! You know, it's funny because I didn't even think it would be off with that. But I mean, it's like, it comes up to Hector's ankles.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be some video game heroes who can't handle that.
Fair enough. I forget what level it is in Bloodlines where it just outright kills you once it goes so far over you.
Oh yeah, it like comes up, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's a point in level 2 where that happens. Actually, there's a couple of points in level 2 where that happens.
That's the point where I'm just like, alright, fine, I'm playing as Eric.
Mr. Lacard.
What is your opinion on Portrait of Ruin? Since that's, you know, story-wise a sequel of Bloodlands.
I liked it alright. I haven't played a whole lot of it. When I played, I liked. I think it was serviceable. Or to put it another way, yep, that sure is a Metroidvania I would play.
I quite liked it, because the whole, like, going into portraits thing is, like, a cool way of making weird areas, instead of just like, yup, sure is the castle again.
Yeah. Or Alucard's explanation for it. This castle is a creature of chaos.
I can never hear that line without thinking of some Call Me Johnny's review, where, like, that line plays and then it just cuts to, like, some Call Me Johnny holding all the different Metroidvanias, and it plays, like, the Sonic, like, duk-duk-ging sound. It's not as funny when I explain it, but... Oh, I know this music.
Go watch that.
Is this music used in another Castlevania game?
Not that I'm aware of, but it's really catchy. I like the Morphe Aqueduct.
I definitely
quite well.
recognize it. Oh, wait, I thought I made a short sword. Stop kicking me out of the menu!
So that one's fairly neat. Not amazing, but it's it sure is a sword. Oh, this is the first place where you can get steel to drop regularly, if I recall correctly. So you should be able to get that. Yeah, it's not too much.
He's just evolving over and over. Oh, it's a double shard. Okay. Now we can make Ferdinand III. To stop cursing me!
Right.
Or I'll curse at
Ferdinand the
you.
Ferdinand. Ferdinand the Ferdinand.
Fucking acto shit.
Yeah, I am not a fan of those ectoplasm enemies. They're very irritating.
Oh, there was a fucking rosary there the whole time. Get out of here, ectoplasm. got leveled up by being cursed. God damn it! It's
Again.
so hard to avoid in this.
Yes, it is.
Because,
unfortunately.
you know, Hector
Thankfully,
leans into it, like, leans into his swings so much. He leans into his swings because I can talk with my mouth.
I make the lips move and things come out.
Like, this enemy just doesn't work here because in the classic games, you know, you don't lean into your attacks.
Not
So
only
if you-
don't lean into your attacks, they're not that delayed.
If you've got like a Richter or an Alucard, like you are not moving yourself while attacking. So it's always really clear, like, alright, I'm gonna attack from this point in space. And then, you know, my weapon's gonna rage and I'm gonna be good. Oh god, it's a turret again!
Oh yeah,
This is such a weird fucking thing, but I love it. It's like, well,
I know, right?
god damn it, I can't hijack this one, I guess.
Don't think you can, no, but I think there is one close by that you can. Trying to remember.
What the fuck is this room?
Yeah, over on your right. Yeah, there should be able to.
That didn't work. I was trying to get on the reverse, and he
Ooh.
just keeps following me. Get out of there.
Oh, you got bodied hard by that cannon blast.
Oh my god, it's actually showing me X and Y coordinates. That's wild. Get out of here, you.
Right?
It feels like they left it in the debug info.
It might
If I
have.
place enough waterfalls, I can turn into Ashura. Is anyone gonna get that reference?
I sadly did not.
So
Unfortunately.
in Sonic, you got like the debug mode where you can like place objects from the level.
Yeah.
And in Sonic 2, if you in Emerald Hill Zone you keep placing waterfalls, it like glitches out the palette and Sonic becomes green. And then people turned that into like a glitch OC called Ashura. Who I think is named after some 90s anime OVA. But then some people were like, that's Sonic's brother! Maybe because he's green like Manic, I don't know. Or maybe just because it's
Darker
like,
and edgy.
oh my god, Secret Hedgehog, it must be his brother.
Darker and edgier.
For some reason, kids will always be like, they always jump to secret siblings, I think. Because I remember being a kid on the playground talking about Dragon Ball Z, and this one kid was like adamant that Goku and Vegeta were secretly brothers, they just don't know it yet.
Okay, I know a funny story about that myself. Having
Oh.
been someone who was a new Dragon Ball Z fan, I didn't exactly know the relationships between the later characters, so I assumed Goten was Gohan's son. And that Vegeta was like Vegeta's brother.
I guess that's not too weird when you have no context for those characters.
Absolutely none. Now that I know them, I'm glad I know them now. The fact that it's like, wow.
I think I knew Vegeta was like a fusion of Goku and Vegeta, but I only know about the fusion dance, so I thought he just wore earrings because he was like fancy like that.
Fabulous.
Um,
No one will ever tell me otherwise. One of the only good parts about that saga to me.
One of the most
What is-
amazing playground DBZ stories, though, I think you probably don't know this one. If I have told it, it was probably on a DBZ like grab bag stream I didn't upload. But this was when DBZ first started airing in the Netherlands, and like the marketing campaign for it was great because it built so much anticipation for the show, and like, you know, no one really knew what it was yet, just that it was gonna be awesome. So everyone was like waiting for this show to air, and then they aired it, and it was the first 2 episodes, and it was like, oh, this is super cool. Like, we'd never seen anything like it. So then, you know, the next day on the playground, we're like, you know, we're you know, like playing or whatever, and of course we gotta we gotta play Dragon Ball Z because that's the new cool cartoon we saw. So there was this kid in my class called Kevin, who was a very hyperactive kid who would just blurt out weird fucking things. So I was like, hey, you want to play Dragon Ball Z? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, do you want to be Goku or Piccolo? And then he screamed, I'm the dick licker, and ran away. Anyway, that's
I don't know how I would have handled that at elementary school. Now I find it hilarious. Back then, I would have been like, I don't know, if I would have laughed or if I would have been like, oh, I'm telling teacher.
Nah, I back then even was just like, man, fuck authority figures. I'm going tattle. I'm going tattle unless someone was like being like a complete shit and it was just the easiest way to get them off my back. But
Fair enough. I think I probably would have done the same thing.
I was mostly just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Well, I didn't say fuck, but the sentiment was there in my head. You know, Kevin was like this. He would just, you know, yell inappropriate things because he had no filter. And so it wasn't entirely unexpected that he would say something like that, but I wasn't expecting that exact phrase to happen at that moment. So it was just like... it was just like, what? Especially because he just ran off immediately, like I didn't even have time to react.
That's remind me of something, because where I said I didn't know how I would react. I do remember, have you ever seen Rookie of the Year?
No.
Okay, it's a older Disney comedy about a kid that gets an injury and it teaches him how to pitch like a professional baseball player. But anyway, at some point he slaps the doctor after he gets the injury. And the doctor calls him a funky butt lover.
What?
And me being my little edgy, I want to say 8-year-old self at the time, I don't remember exactly when this movie released. I, of course, wanted to convert that into the sweariest thing I could.
It's a really inappropriate thing for an adult to call a child.
It kind of is, and it also kind of leaves me scratching my head, like, really? Funky butt lover is your response to getting slapped by this kid?
This game desperately needs a run button.
It does. Unfortunately, I don't think it ever gets one. I don't recall it.
If I was
been a
Alucard,
while.
I could become a fucking wolf right now.
I know, right? If you were just, you could like dash in, you know, forward or backward. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here's what you do. And I'm sorry, I kind of got distracted because we were talking about DBZ stories and whatnot. But you're supposed to knock down that other tower over there, and that'll form a bridge for you.
There's a tower?
Go get back into your artillery speed.
Oh. I didn't even see that because the camera's so shit. And it keeps
It
pointing
is.
down.
It is. And again, I'm sorry I didn't mention it until now, but I was
That's
kind of
fine.
having fun with us having DDZ stories.
Yeah, I mean, we were on the saga of the dick licker. It was
Right?
important. It was important.
Post Epic Saga and all of Dragon Ball.
I thought
All
that
right,
said
Mom, good night.
gunnery
Love you.
slut for a second. Ah, damn it.
I think the thing that annoys me when you're in the gunnery seat is that enemies will just randomly spawn in out of nowhere.
You just show up!
Right? So yeah, you now that you have made that bridge.
Okay, so, well, you got orcs in this game, sure, but they are archers and they teleport. I feel like they got a little confused.
I'm suddenly feeling very, very grateful that your character is not named Boromir.
Yes!
Just that. Yeah!
God damn it, I need even more steel.
Okay, the enemies pretty regularly drop it, so...
Supposedly
It's
the
those
result
armor
of
enemies.
research into the ultimate weapon, but absolutely zero class and style. Fuck you, just for that I'm using it.
Okay, it's not a good weapon because you can only swing it once, but it's still awesome to use.
This feels like something you use to clown on an enemy.
Right? I can't wait for you to find the other special weapons in this game. They get really funny.
Ooh, I like the speed of this. Anyway, it's time for Eve. Because I got some wounds.
Yeah, but thankfully you've also got a save point coming up, so...
Yeah, I was just about to, like, ask about that because, I am going to be on my stream time limit pretty soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Right? Yeah, there's your save point right there.
Oh, neat. We got a brand new area to look forward to next week.
Heck yeah.
So how far in am I?
About 2/5 of the way. I
Oh,
wanna
it tells
say.
me how much map I have. Apparently a quarter.
Oh, you were asking about Mort via Aqueduct. Ooh, sorry about that.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, because I saw this game is supposed to be like 12 hours long or something. But because the game isn't really indicating to me very well, like, how much progress I'm making, I was just kind of like, am I, like, on track? Am I slow, fast? What's going on?
You're pretty on track.
This is super fun, though. I am
Glad you're having
glad that we
fun.
did this call.
Me too.
This
Fun.
is a measurable improvement. Oh, it was the wrong image. This is not NES Roundup.
Are we doing NES Roundup now?
No, we're not. I originally I was gonna do one this week as well because I kind of need to like speed through some stuff to like catch back up to where I was planning to be this year. But then, you know, one part I'm having too much fun with Doom, and then one part that last stream just like took it out of me.
That's more than fair.
So
Also-
I've pushed that back a couple of weeks. I actually have been like looking at like upcoming Roundup things. Like the idea here is that I'm gonna finish NES Roundup 1987 by the end of the year, and then in the new year I'm gonna start doing some roundups for different things. because
Nice.
there's these other consoles, obviously, like the Master System. If I was doing this properly chronologically, I should have already been doing Master System. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do SG 1000. That might be 1 or 2 streams. I can't imagine those games are very complicated.
I never actually knew about that until adulthood.
I want to say I didn't either, but like when I saw the SG 1000, it looked so freaking familiar. It was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It does look kind of familiar. But like,
But yeah, I'll do a roundup of that in the new year, and then Master System as well. Kind of try to like gradually catch up to the NES with that. And then eventually, like, we're gonna get to the PC Engine as well, because that actually like released in 1987 in Japan, which is insane.
Jesus, I didn't know it was that early on.
Like, no wonder that thing had like a decent market share in Japan. It came out late 87, and obviously it's a big upgrade over the NES. And then I think before the 80s were out, they were already doing CD games, which is nuts.
Jeez. And you think it took Sega till what, 92, 93 to do the Sega CD?
Yeah. It makes it make a bit more sense that, like, Sega couldn't get much of a foothold with the Mega Drive in Japan. Like, it's not, like, unloved, but their market share was pretty tiny. And it's like, okay, yeah, if you've already got Nintendo and NEC with really good consoles, and then Sega comes in, and the Mega Drive's Japanese launch titles weren't good. So it's kind of understandable.
What it get there versus what it get here. Sorry, didn't mean to talk over you there.
But then once, Sega of America decided to just, go for blood with their marketing campaign, and NEC wasn't even trying yet, and when they did, they just completely screwed it up, so it just ends up being this weird alternate universe.
Kind of feel sorry for NEC, at least, like, for their performance here in America.
Yeah, because the TurboGrafx is really cool. It just really cocked up a lot of stuff.
It did. On the plus side, it had very few games that I would call bad.
Well, I guess we will find out sometime next year.
Sounds like a plan.
I've actually been planning out a lot of games I'm going to be playing in the coming months, and then even some stuff just for the new year, because I want to start the new year with cool stuff. Because what kind of happens is, it's September, I got to start my Halloween early. Like, Noth asked me about this last time, and I didn't get to answer him. But yeah, I do spooky games in September, partially because otherwise things will get delayed and I'll still be playing spooky games at Christmas. And also because October's my month, goddammit.
Not that there's anything wrong with playing spooky games at Christmas.
Yeah, but by then I should be playing the Christmas games.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that means spooky now, and then next month, it's Rosie birthday month, so there's gonna be some indulgent things, some unique things. I actually do have like a Halloween special prepared, because it's a one-off, so I can safely do that. But then you're into November, and you're already starting to feel the Christmas spirit, and if you're Dutch, you're starting to feel the Sinterklaas spirit, which is Dutch Saint Nicholas. It's very funny because we have Saint Nicholas on December 5th, but then also Christmas exists, obviously. And then, we imported all the, like, American commercialization gift-giving stuff. So then we also have Santa Claus, but we can't call him that because Santa Claus is just a corruption of Saint Nicholas. So instead we call him the Christmas Man.
He's also a rearrangement of Satan.
Oh my god.
I mean, what?
That's actually a joke in Puyo Puyo. where like the main bad guy is Satan. At least in Japan, they always call him the Dark Prince over here. But then in Puyo Puyo 1, like, you know, Satan really wants to romance Arl, but then when, you know, you finally get to Satan, and Arl's just like, Santa! And he's like, no!
That's great.
I'm gonna play some Puyo Puyo. Or is there some Monogatari? Gonna write that down. I have so many freaking games on my like list of games to play, but so many of them are platformers, and I don't want to just be platformers 4 times a week. That. So I gotta find enough games to switch it up without stressing myself out with weird shit.
I feel that, but with RPGs instead of platformers.
Oh man, RPGs. I wish I could play more of them, but like they're such a time sink.
They really are. Ask me how many hours I've sunk into Grandia so far.
Well, you do also stream more than me, I think.
Fair, but at the same time, I'm also doing offline stuff in that game, so...
Fair enough.
It's not actually super insane, but...
I have plenty of cool things planned, and I can't wait for everyone to see them.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Woo. And actually, like, once we get to the end of the year, I'm gonna want to, like, take suggestions from people for games to play, too. So you can mix it up a bit. But that's for later.
I think I disconnected for a moment.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Huh. So but, I'm sorry, you were saying, because...
Yeah, I was saying that there's going to be cool things. But it's about time for my sign-off, but I don't know how to do this with a collab. Do you have, like, a sign-off?
I just usually say, let's raid whoever, if there's someone to raid, and...
That's a good point, though. I should see if there's someone to raid.
Thank you all so much. Huh? Is there no one to raid currently?
I gotta check. There's usually someone streaming that I'm following, but...
I usually just thank my watchers and wish them a good night.
You know, we could always just go watch Yuffie, so...
You know, this is a good idea.
I guess I'm gonna do my thing, and then we can go watch Yuffie. So, thank you all very much for watching. I love you all. Don't forget to tell all your friends about Rosie. Follow me on these things down here. Seriously, I need those 3 last followers. Stop edging me. Rosie rolling out! Oh, you get to be on the little post thing now, too, where you can say something funny.
Yes. Sorry, didn't mean to talk over Rosie rolling out there.